There it is.
Oh, thank God. You know, it'd be just like me to finish your report on time and then lose it. Okay, I'm changing. Just because I used to be lousy at school doesn't mean I have to get stuck there.
That's right. Okay, let's see if my surgery on this thing was successful.
Oh, well, I know it's not ground, because I called.
Lucky it's me. You'll notice my bag's gone. I'm heading back to Windermere. I've spoken to everyone, and things are better. Thanks for putting me up. I'll check in with you later.
Hi. It's Nikolas here. I could hear his voice as I walked up.
How did you know Nikolas was staying here?
I leaned on Emily. You wouldn't happen to have an envelope I could stick this in, would you?
Nope. I was just gonna read it to him when he called in, though.
Oh, well, what I said in here, well, it would sound kind of, geeky read. I thought you were expecting him here tonight.
Well, actually, he's back at Windermere.
Oh, he returned home. Well, I assume he's feeling better then. You know what, and son, second thought, you know what, when he phones in, will you just tell him that I stopped by?
Sure.
Thank you again for helping me with New Year's Eve.
It was fun.
Good. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Too. What was that?
You know, Nikolas's problem with his family?
Yeah?
Something tells me Catherine Bell's right in the middle of it.
Do you think we should call Nikolas and let him know that Catherine's looking for him?
No, she knows where he is.
Did you get the feeling they had a fight or something?
Something along those lines, probably.
You know, I always thought it was weird that Nikolas would volunteer to help her organize a New Year's Eve auction. I mean, considering the fact that she was engaged to his uncle, who then got accused of murdering her.
I hate this. I want to tell you what's going on.
Lucky, I don't need to know.
I know, but I need someone to discuss it with. Nikolas did say on the message that things are better. I don't think he'd mind if you knew. I mean, you know, as long as we kept it between us.
Oh, well, whatever it is, it'll be kept between us, I promise. But please don't feel as if you have to tell me.
What's going on with Nikolas has to do with me, a little bit. And I need to make sense of it. The only way I could do that is with someone I trust, and you're the only one I trust, so... You remember how I said it's Nikolas's turn to get the family garbage dumped on him?
Mm-hmm.
He's been lied to. By everyone. His whole life's kind of one big scam, and he didn't have a clue. You see, Nikolas just found out that the major couple from way back wasn't my mom and Stavros Cassadine. It was my mom and Stefan.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Stefan isn't Nikolas his uncle. He's his father? No wonder he wanted to stay over here. How did he find out?
I'm not quite sure. He didn't really want to go into details.
But he's sure.
Yeah. Which means this Prince charade is a whole scam that's been forced on him. He could have grown up like an ordinary kid. Except everyone lied to him. And I don't see how he can be so cool with it this fast. I mean, unless he's got this brilliant system of recovery, maybe fantasies are just okay with him.
How are you doing with this?
No, I've moved on.
What my mom did, and still does with Stefan Cassadine, isn't my problem. I can still go to the house, hang out with Lulu, wave hi and bye to Mom. That's as much as I want.
Lucky, I know you care. Don't act as if you don't.
I don't. My mom lies. This is what Nikolas and I were talking about this morning. If I got bogged down every time she lied, I might as well call it quits on getting anything else done in my life. Lying is what she does. So she was faking being afraid of Stefan when he first came to Port Charles. So they were lovers and still are. So what?
Do you remember that promise we made? To always keep things honest between us? And if somehow a mistake were to slip out, then we'd fix it before we went to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna get a call before I go to sleep tonight? Do you still think it's going on?
You remember the night it rained? And Nikolas and I went to Windermere to use his mainframe. And we surprised them both. She came floating down the stairs, barefoot, wearing a dress I'd never seen. She claimed her clothes got wet, and she was letting them dry.
Yeah.
If anything ticks me off about that, it's that I halfway believed her. It's like Nikolas and I have been saying, as soon as you open your eyes, the clues are all there. Stefan's trial, the way she came to his rescue, the fact that she snuck back into town to show up at the mass ball and didn't bother to drop a dime to my dad that she'd been there. You know, when I first found out what my father did to my mother, I wanted to punish him. But now I almost feel for the guy. Because I don't see how she could spend so many years with my dad and want to be with somebody else.
She must have wanted to be with your dad.
The second she sees Stefan, the one she lies to is my dad.
Well, maybe she doesn't know. Maybe she loves them both.
You think that's possible?
Oh, I couldn't. But I can't speak for her.
Maybe she just stopped loving my dad. Maybe that's why he left.
Lucky, your mother loves your father. Not loved, but loves. When she mentions him, when she looks at him, I can see it all over her face.
So she lies to him?
So why did she lie? If you asked her that, what would her answer be?
She'd claim she was protecting Nikolas, because once it gets out that he's not the prince, he's in a lot of danger, especially from Helena.
His own grandmother? What, she would hurt him?
She's not really a grandmother. She's a witch. Actually, she's more like a vampire. She gets strength drinking other people's blood. And if it's someone in her own clan, that's the best it gets.
Oh, come on.
Look, it's not good to underestimate her. Haven't you noticed? The Cassadines are a bizarre family. Legend has it Helena put a curse on my parents' wedding day. Maybe that's the problem.
So your mom lied to protect Nikolas. Even from your dad, because your dad hates the Cassadines, and she knew she couldn't trust him with a secret that would keep Nikolas safe from his own grandmother. Lucky, that's a rough place for her to be. You lie to your husband to protect your child. Or you're honest with him, and something terrible happens to your son by another man. Even the fact that she didn't tell you about the rape, that was her way of protecting you and her family. The minute you found out, you left. Maybe she knew that's what would happen.
Because they lied. Lies don't work, Elizabeth. Little voices in your head fool you into thinking that they do, but they don't. We have to do things different. And if the first lie is never said, then it won't become a habit. Like earlier, maybe I was lying. Saying this information about my mom and Stefan didn't matter to me. I mean, maybe I was lying to myself. Either way, I'm sorry. And I'm glad you called me on it. It's what we have. It's more important than my family mess. You know what you are? You're a keeper.
I'm a keeper of what?
You keep making me love you. I'll take you home.